Have you ever tried to have a conversation with someone and you find yourself being interrupted? Or maybe you're so excited about the conversation that you can't wait to tell this person how you've experienced the same thing or similar things that you've been through? This video today is about how to be fully present and really become a better listener, and how being a better listener and being completely aware of other people that you're around and giving them your presence is a way that's really going to set you apart from everybody else around you. I know with me that when I have a meaningful conversation with someone, it's someone who's curious, who asks me questions, who is a very good listener, and who just genuinely cares and also has the ability to be vulnerable in their communication. And it's not all about what they want for you, their ideas, their experiences. It's a mutual give and take. And to be completely honest, that's what I've discovered in my spiritual journey, in my awakening, is I truly want to be kind to people and give them my full presence when I'm with them. And I wholeheartedly try to do that. And that's what today's video is about: how you can work on your communication and being more present with people that you're with. And at times in our crazy world, it can be difficult, especially when you have a lot going on. But one thing that I've um, committed to and promised myself is that I am going to be as present as possible. And it can be hard. Like, think of a time that you might be triggered in a conversation where you're passionate about the subject. This is something that I'm truly working on, that even during those passions, to understand that people have perspectives. They have their own life's experiences, and all of our all of our opinions can be different, and I find that to be okay. I understand that people come from different backgrounds and don't need to believe what I believe. And one final piece of my puzzle in my journey, well, I shouldn't say final piece, one of my next pieces in my spiritual journey has been to understand that when someone is trying to convince you of something, when they're passionate about what they believe, there is ultimately no reason to challenge that or get upset. You can just, in fact, and Wayne Dyer, thank you for giving me, well, also Eckhart Tolle, giving me the understanding that I can take what someone says and say, I've never really thought about it that way. It's very intriguing. Thank you for telling me that. I'll keep it under consideration. And that's it. Isn't that crazy? Communication in all types of relationships, whether it be acquaintances, people that you run into, believe me, they can be hard. There's times people can be rude. They can glare at you. They can demand that you accept their opinion. They can be judgmental. But what I've understood is no one can take control over my attitude. And I'm passionately working on this feeling of that comes up of observing it when I feel triggered, when I feel like somebody's trying to convince me of something, or maybe even saying they don't like my idea. Why do we get upset about that? They really need to do they have to like our idea, or do they have to fake that they like our idea? Because that's not real. Why does it hurt our feelings that someone doesn't like something we're doing? Having said that, it's not their place to like tell you you're wrong, right? But should that upset you even if they believe that you're wrong? And I really passionately work on using the word should, because I think all of our journeys are divine and unfolding exactly as they are meant to. And anytime I'm having discussions, I only am discussing things that are working for me, and I am hoping to share these, and if it resonates with you and hits that she got it, she hit the nail on the head, that's it. I'm not trying to change anyone's ways, ideas, perspectives. I'm just trying to give tools that have helped me and things that I'm working on today that really are revolutionizing and changing my relationships and giving me a sense of peace. I've really been focused on my meditations of being in my dominant vibration and understanding that I can be in my own frame during any sort of conversation, and understanding that it's okay if someone has a different opinion than me. It's okay if they react in a negative way. I don't have to be influenced by that. And it's really a great sense of ease and peace to me, and understanding that I am in control of my attitude. And it's given me an even greater sense and ability of being a better communicator, being a better listener, and becoming more curious. Don't get me wrong, I have my human moments. I'm in ebb and flow with an ego, but I'm accepting that. And the more I observe, acknowledge, and accept, and just come from my true self and watch these things occur and not judge myself as they are occurring, I'm becoming more and more at one with my inner essence. And it's divine and exceptional. And I invite you to connect with that place. And this is what's really working for me, is to acknowledge these feelings and not come from a place of reaction, but rather a place of response, curiosity, and understanding that I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. And I'm okay with different opinions. And I think when you truly have an essence of yourself and you're connected with that divine source inside of you, this true place, and you're not living in the mind, because the mind is not you, the body is not you. It's this observer on the inside that is this divine part of us. We are having automatic thoughts all day long, and it's really just a system, almost like a software program, and you don't have to judge them. You don't have to follow them. You can connect to a different place and have a different response. And really understanding that you have an ability to know who you are, know your essence, and that no one can take that from you, and that you can truly try to understand people and where they're coming from when they're conversing with you, and listen and hear them and have them feel that you're there with them, fully present, not thinking about other things, but interacting with them, it really changes relationships. And I can tell you it's transformed who I am in these last few months. I'm evolving, I'm ever evolving, and this is a game changer. And I invite you to start acknowledging these feelings, observing them, accepting them, taking a step back, and responding rather than reacting. Because if you're reacting, you're coming from a place of unconscious. It's just these repetitive thoughts that are like maybe you had a trauma from something similar, or you're very passionate about the subject, and you can hold steadfast in who you are when you're switching it up and you're not coming from a place of reaction and rather observing. It's a peaceful feeling, and I just wanted to share it with you. I'm Carol Lee, and I offer one on one coaching, and I share these tools with you of how I've revolutionized my life, but it's really geared towards the mega abundance vortex, and it's about living in a high vibrational state. It's a whole it's a whole concept of mind, body, and soul. It's feeding your mind, it's feeding your body, and it's feeding your soul. And it takes work. And if you're ready for it, if you're ready to make these changes, if you're ready for the peace and tranquility that comes with connecting with this divine source and understanding that you're also, in the ebb and flow of ego, and being okay with that, it's ever life changing. I don't know if you ever listened to Abraham Hicks. She's one of my favorites because she's like, you humans, I love you so much. You really like to stay in this place of habit of these thoughts. And it's really rather simple to not follow them, but you like to follow them. I love her because it is rather simple, but it's also rather hard with us being human, right? But if if you'd like to apply for a spot in my coaching, I'm Coach Carol Lee. This is something I work on with several of my clients, and it's really life transforming, really connecting with yourself, understanding that you are in control of yourself, and no one can take that away from you, no matter what the experience is. And also being kind to yourself when you're in the ebb and flow of that ego state. But if you need one on one coaching, you can apply at CoachCarolLee.com, or you're welcome to email me and just explain to me why you are ready to be in the mega abundance. I only have a few spots available. So email me info@CoachCarolLee.com, or you can find the application at CoachCarolLee.com. Can't wait to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I freaking love you.